I don't like this. I already don't like this. Hey, dude. Saw you getting bullied by your great grandfather. Hi.
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance. On behalf of the Gallian Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today. As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Dude looks like he's like a Lucius Malfoy family member, you know?
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you.
This scene is great. Okay. I'm scared just saying that now.
As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue. Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on our side of the table, and not a lot on yours.
Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
Hold up, I'm, Oh, wait, shit. That's how you pin. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, I didn't know that's how you unpin. Unpin after, yeah, let's see. 5 minutes. Okay. I'll wait until the ad ends for everyone. Got 10 seconds. Alright, cool. Ad's done. There, people are back. One to wait.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace.
How old is this guy? I know in Japan, like, they have people who, like... He's like, oh, this guy's in his 30s. Look how old he is. You know, but I don't know how old this guy is.
As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated.
Well, that's the Empire causing that, too. Oh, that's the assing. Oh, my God. No one of these... Fuck these guys.
Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
Okay. No. No!
With all due respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
Yeah, fuck you, stupid.
The citizens of Doma can also attest to the meager arms of Imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
It's a lot of plate mail. He can't run fast. We got him. We need to chase him down. He can't move that much.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
Shut the fuck. I know what he's doing, though.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
Yeah. Tell him, Roban. Tell him.
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Shh. What an awful person. If we all jump him, he's dead. Everyone just hit him at once.
Your Radiance. I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor.
Yeah, Amber's in there too. Get him in there.
For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned. Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise.
Oh, there's some... What's the dramatic irony here? What is
You
he...
speak of peace, yet use
Sorry.
war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end.
Ugh. What a despicable person.
Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people.
Sorry if the chat popped up. Is there a way to hide that? Can I hide this with the cutscene? I don't know how to hide this. And any advice? Can I do this midway through? I don't want to ruin the cutscene. Chat lock settings. No. Okay. Right click. Hide chat log. On general. Okay. Hide chat. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
There was a time when Garlemald too lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north.
So in the north. Okay.
Were it not for the discovery of ceruleum and the subsequent development of magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
Okay.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own.
It's like cool motive, dude. You're still being a dick.
On the shores of Vilbrand we found it. And from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
Yeah, good point. You're just being assholes. Nation of assholes.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers?
He's just... I hate him. He's so awful.
I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
Reckless mostly, okay. Hi, Jessicube, yeah. Good to see you still in chat. This guy's like an incel dude, bro, that thinks using fallacies and arguments is a legit way to debate. Cool motive dude still working. Just give him the Ben Shapiro voice. I can see that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be a mistake for invasion. Nonetheless, it is not. And those who steal stolen soil have no right to object when it's cast out in turn. Thanks.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the 12's Wood's bounty.
I fucking hate how accurate your impression was. But Ben von Balzar.
Would
I'd
that
kill him.
your people might learn from their example.
Sapir is one of the people whose head I'd bounce off the concrete just because. Yeah, he's a rat of a person.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
We have to do what we have to do to survive, because the Ascians are causing all this shit! Fuck you,
I
dude!
came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing.
Your common
Despite
ground...
what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Your olive branch is... Hey, bro, let us rule you. That's not an olive branch. That's giving up. Like, shut the... He's in just the I hate this guy.
Wait! I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here. Please. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's the one that doesn't have any, like, ties
As
to
Mistress
everything else.
Alisaie says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future. Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Yeah, it might be for the best right now.
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
Ugh. Insufferable. Insufferable. Get out of here. Yeah, go stomp back to your quarters. Well, that accomplished nothing. Well, let's talk to everybody. For years we warred with the Empire with no end in sight. A parley such as this represents a unique opportunity, and I would not squander it with bitter words. Why do I get the feeling the Emperor is hiding something? Yeah, I do too. He's hiding... yeah, definitely is. Varys holds fast to his ideals, just as I knew he would. He would not be swayed from this path. For a moment I feared our talk would descend to violence there and then. Alisaie speaks of her dislike for politics, but in her honest plea very well may have prevented an early battle. Ugh. Whatever rebuttal I had in mind was lost when Varys mentioned my father. The man is certainly skilled at keeping his opponents off balance. Tis true that Limsa laments his beginnings were not wholly honorable, but our old wrongs do not make the Empire's deeds right. Yeah, exactly. I do much wonder at the Empire of Varys' decision to hold these, even attend these negotiations. Is it plain he has no intention of hearkening to our entreaties? But what then is his goal? That's a really good question. Phew! This really isn't my forte. After his radiance's little performance, all I could do was not swear at him. I did enough for you, honey. I did behind the scenes enough for you. Don't worry about it. I honestly don't know how I ended up playing the mediator. I just asked myself what Alphinaud would have done. and I tried my best to do the same, and by some miracle, it worked. But there's really no common ground to be found with that man, nor do I think he looked for any. So the question becomes, what did he come here to do? Because you may not be certain it... Because you may be certain it wasn't to make peace. Whatever it is, I can't make out. Not yet, at least. We do have a little time before the parley is due to reconvene, though. So why not try to consult our illustrious leaders? Perhaps they have some insight to share. Oh, I already spoke with them. He's hiding the fact his shoulders aren't that wide. Yeah, he's overcompensating. Just like his son. Yeah. This probably was never like to bring peace, but I had hoped to learn something of Empire Varus' relationship with the Asians. Oh, I'm not gonna do it for one voice. This is gonna be hard. As had we all. Yet if he is in league with them, it's not like to volunteer the fact. And if he is not, how much weaker would his position seem for their presence? If we are to broach that particular subject, we need to be subtle. Would that I knew more of the man. If you would indulge me, Lord Hien. You received an imperial education, did you not? Is it true that the Emperor's will is considered absolute? There is no higher authority in all of Garlemald, nor else in the heavens come to that. Veneration of the gods is forbidden. The only worship permitted is that of his own Radiance's own people. Huh. That sounds like religion. Yeah, that does sound like religion. I share with you your disdain for hypocrisy. Even as they deny the idea of faith, they reserve their leader with fervor others reserve for the divine. 'Tis a common flaw. 'Tis a flaw common to much of the doctrine they fed us. Logic on the surface perhaps, but contradictory upon closer examination. I wonder if a discussion of the various discrepancies might prompt Varus to reveal something. Huh, okay. That's new information. Oh, what does that remind me of? I wonder what that reminds me of. 12 have mercy, but for Lady Alice's timely interjection, we might as well come to blows at the negotiating table. Not that Emperor Varus left us many great options. Is unconditional surrender all he will accept? Do you think? Ere he arrived, Ida said yes, but having heard him speak, I cannot help but think he came with some other end in mind. Exactly, he's building up something, I know it. How then should we approach the rest of the parley? Have you anything to say, Warrior of Light? Say nothing of Dinos or the Asians. Invite Varus to explain himself. I want to vaguely bring up the Asians to see his reaction. If I was in that table, I would bring it up, just like as a passing comment towards something else, to see how he reacts to it, or what he would say in response to that. So I would invite him to explain himself fully, because maybe we can catch him in something. You believe he's more apt to reveal the truth if we put him at ease. Perhaps you're right. Thank you, Losha. Okay. I already talked to Condensed. Yeah. I will say one thing for this Varus, he's well versed in Eorzean history. His interest in our affairs is that of a beast and its prey. The conqueror would know his enemies. All should know their enemies, yet there is much and more we do not know of the Empire. I'm sure Varus would be happy to tell you more. Then it's up to us to change that here and now. This seems kind of jokingly. But, yeah, it's up to us to change that then. Ha! You would have me ask the Emperor himself, then mayhaps there is some wisdom in that. If we can skirt from the storm of displeasure, we may yet come to our answers, even if it does mean sailing close to the wind. Yeah, because like if he thinks like he's like supposed to rule like some kind of manifest destiny thing, let him talk about it. We'll get more insight on the Empire and like, you know, what they're kind of doing. We kind of know behind the scenes, but you know what I'm talking about. So you've spoken with everyone, then? Good. Now all that remains is to wait the pleasure of the Emperor, and hope we can fare better at a second attempt. Ugh.